I just want to take a random moment and thank Goddess for sparing me just now because I just dropped this. This is big and heavy. That's the lid. That's what the lid sounds like. So this is as big and heavy as it sounds like it is. Huge and got lots of weight to it. Well, I dropped this from an armoire that's it comes up to my eye. Dropped it from the top of that armoire onto the ground, and I was too high to move super fast for something like that. Now, again, I like about my own channel that I show that you don't have to walk around oblivious. That being high all the time doesn't mean that you walk around oblivious. Although I would like to believe that you are mature and responsible enough to know if you have a job or are performing a test to where it would be best that you not use cannabis. You know the difference. There's no thin line. That's why it's called adult use. You know, which you shouldn't have to say. We don't go around and say adult alcoholism. But anyway, so I dropped this and I was too high to move quickly. I'm using every inkling of my intellect and more, obviously, because I am right now connected with Goddess. But anyway, I'm not here for that. I'm here to say that I'm offering gratitude and expressing thanks because as this fell from the armoire all the way from the top of the armoire onto the ground, and I was too high to move fast enough to be able to move my foot, which is in open toe slippers, by the way. I was too high to move my foot quickly enough to move it out of harm's way. So I didn't. And of course, the thing dropped in all its weight to the floor, onto carpet, all around my feet. It did not touch my feet. I did not feel no wind from the fall, from the impact when it fell to the ground. Didn't touch me. And after, well, my reaction time is slow. My thinking is still on point, but my reaction time is slow. So even as that happened, I was like, wow, that could have ended very badly. And I'm very conscious of the fact that there is an outer element in this moment that protected me from that specific thing. There was no happenstance. But I also don't neglect to use it as an opportunity to remind myself to be very careful when doing certain things while high. I'm a connoisseur. I know better. But someone who really knows better also knows that you can't remind yourself too much. That's the point. Especially if it makes you eat more, safer than usual. If you're going to use it to make you more responsible and more safer. And if that way is continually to remind yourself, hey, it won't be worth it. It won't be worth it to drop something this heavy from that high onto the knuckle of your damn toe and potentially break that bitch. The toe, not the heavy ass candle glass. The moral of the story is ingest responsibly. It's called adult use for a reason. Although again, we sign off on all this other bullshit for even kids to get into, prescription drugs and fucking caffeine and alcohol and sugar, carbs, fucking opioids. The whole opioid discussion got swept clean ass under the rug. And meth heads just made a quick little cameo. It was like, hey, we're here, we're white, notice. Just so we could say we noticed that there was a meth head, a white meth head moment. That's still going on too. Shit. But everything gets put on the back burner for the next thing. Sometimes it really is like none of this is real. When you start to see why some people just go ahead and risk it. Some people, now I'm not talking about the sociopaths, I'm not talking about the bag chasers and whatnot, opportunists. I'm talking about people who really reach a point where I did not mean to get this high. This is not the first time I've done this. I meant to, I turned the camera on and I started talking about something. Did I even talk about it? I probably didn't even get to it. I had some kind of hint or tip or trick or something that I was doing or dupe that I was doing. I don't know. I don't remember. I probably didn't even get to it. Again, I'm extremely high right now, but I'm also productive. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and finish doing what I was doing because it is late. Oh, yeah, I was just about to explain to you that I fucked around and got too high because I turned the camera on to tell you guys about this clever ancestral gem that I was about to drop. And in the midst of coming through with that, I had an intro that I wanted to orchestrate. Now, I don't orchestrate shit. I'm not one of these, I'm not that, I can't relate to those kinds of thirsts, right? But I wanted to have a creative little intro. So I redid my intro. But I wanted that intro to include exhaling in front of the camera. So I had to do 2 takes, which means that I took 2 tokes. Hence, I'm higher than I intended to be. And I need to get a prep on for dinner because I want to make Mr. one of his favorite meals tonight. Because I love him.